The biomass is one of the many dangers to the Sunrise Isles, and it's spreading at a rapid rate along the North Island, threatening humanity and its values. Other than Canadians, those are a much larger threat to humanity. So it would make sense that people would make their own biomass areas so they could roleplay and have cool areas for it. But there is no prop pack for it, which makes it pretty difficult to make an area. But there are still props in the game that we can use to make custom biomass areas that look pretty similar to the ones that are in-game already. Now, the essential props for a biomass build are yoga mats in the color of red, rolled mats also in the color of red.
Now, a quick note about the rolled mats. They are bugged. If you use them, their colors will not save. If you copy and paste it, it will remain the original color of blue. If you save your build and then load it later, it will be blue. So generally, lightly use them in your biomass builds, or any builds really, or just don't use them at all. But the yoga mats still work.
Gas lamps for the lights of the biomass, mushrooms for foliage, and that's it. Now, this does mean that there are 3 essential prop packs: the Halo Containment prop pack, the Wild West prop pack, and when it is available in October to November, the Harvest and Halloween pack. So the build I created took 218 props, which means I could still add more detail, but it still does look really good. Now, the best way to make a realistic looking biomass area is to see how the biomass works in-game. Some notes I have taken from the biomass is that all the biomass is connected in some way from the central area of Black Cavern, either through underground connections or just by large patches that are on the surface. Another thing the biomass does is it webs around objects and sort of like traps, protects, or supports them. The mass also has many types of tendrils that stick out. There's ones that are just like spiky, ones that look like eyeballs. There's also ones that have like teeth on it. So yeah. And then also, biomass has foliage. These are small red mushrooms. They either come in small patches of 3 or in large clusters. Now, what I like to do first when making a biomass build is placing all the central patches of biomass. These are the yoga mat areas, so these are the things that are the biggest region. They're probably, I don't know if there would be the most used thing. That would either be rolled mats when they eventually fix them, hopefully, or maybe other like detailed props. But these ones are the just base of your biomass. They are essential to it, and it's what makes it look like it's spread all around. For the rolled mats, you can use these for lots of purposes. You can use these as these tendrils. You can use it as like viney things. You can use it as the webbing. You can use it to make mock humans. It's blue for mine because I was too lazy to recolor all of it. So yeah, but then you could also use this like the stasis sort of, but that's something that you can do to get more of the smaller details that we don't have that many red props for. So yeah. The mushrooms are self-explanatory. Pretty much you just place them around, you add multiple around it, you can place it slightly in the ground to make it look like a small cluster. You can have them all around. One build that I saw, they used it as like this thing that was entrapping a skeleton, so you can use it for lots of things. And then for the lights, you just put those on areas where lights would be in biomass, like on cocoons, on the tendrils, and pretty much anywhere where there would be a biomass light. Now, prop build biomass areas are not that easy to make. It takes a very long time to actually make them. This one took me like an hour 30 to 2 hours, which in my mind does take a while. And also they can be annoying to make because you need to copy paste tons of things over. If you have like bugs with it, like the yoga mat bug I had to constantly recolor every single thing I copied with the rolled mats. And then when I saved it over, everything was turned back to blue, so I had to change all the colors again. But when you have finished it and it's all complete, they can look really good and be really good for roleplay scenarios. And what people have already been able to make with biomass is really cool, and I think that soon enough we'll start seeing way more biomass props come around and give more interesting roleplay scenarios. So who knows, maybe there'll be a biomass prop pack in the future, Unless, of course, the biomass is killed off very quickly, but I think that'd be very boring, so yeah, that's about it.